We all know who is Elon Musk, what he is doing for humanity and what he is doing for environment, plus what he is doing for Mother Earth. There are dozens of companies which are started by Elon Musk, and we all know they are all focusing on the problems which are created in the environment. Tesla is one among the dozens of companies started by Elon Musk. Tesla is actually an electric car maker company with a valuation of over 400 billions. With great holdings of all these companies, this makes this man the second richest man in the planet. Being a world leader, he's also been active on social media. Social media handles like Twitter plays a great role for him. In fact, he tweets often every day on Twitter. Every day about 4 to 5 of his tweets can be found on Twitter. He is very active. Elon Musk often shows great support for cryptos. In fact, Dogecoin surged about 110 times since last year due to his all tweets that are going on Twitter. Well, that is what the reason is behind Tesla buying Bitcoins. In February 2021, Elon Musk announced that Tesla would be investing $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. And after this, Bitcoin surged about 25 to 30% in value, just like Dogecoin. Just 2 weeks has passed. He announced on Twitter that Tesla could now be bought through Bitcoin. Means Bitcoin can now be used as a payment, as a mode of payment for buying Tesla. But now, last Wednesday, he again tweeted that Tesla will no longer be dealing in Bitcoin. Before exactly knowing the reason why Bitcoin was banned, it's very necessary to find the reason behind this reason. That is the last video. In my last video I said that there has to be a hash function that is to be solved in order to find a particular next block hash, and for this we constantly change the nonce so that we can get a particular hash that is a minimal required hash. And we all know it that such a huge and drastic process cannot be happen by single man alone. There's a number of men behind the scenes who are working constantly in order to achieve this. But why do you think that miners work for finding the next hash? It's simple. There's a Bitcoin reward associated with Bitcoin mining. And we can see in graph that this reward is constantly halving. But simultaneously you can see that the price of Bitcoin is also increasing. So long term it could be thought of as that one day Bitcoin would be mined and very less percentage of Bitcoin would be given. But that would be much more worthier than today, because Bitcoin is constantly increasing. And that could be supposed as the most important reason for investors predicting the hike in Bitcoin. But now comes the actual part. The actual reason behind why Bitcoin is no longer accepted by Tesla as a mode of payment. It's all due to environmental problems. Bitcoin requires a very huge amount of electricity for it to be mined. And we all know that 72% of the world's electricity comes from fossil fuels, and so Bitcoin has been banned. Elon Musk, as we all know, is highly concerned about environment, and he cannot see environment getting degraded just because of his decision of taking Bitcoin as a mode of payment. And just this is why the reason he is banning Bitcoin, because he is highly concerned about the environment. Let me present some stats in front of you. See, China again seems to be the born debater as far as mining is concerned. Most of the great miners are present in China. Most of the great mining companies are present in China, as well as there is very cheap electricity available in China, and that is why it is being mined extensively in China. In fact, here is the report from Statista that says that about 6,453 terawatt of electricity is being used by China alone. In fact, one report says that If Bitcoin mining can be considered as a country, then it would be in number 27 in countries consuming electricity all over the world. Bitcoin mining consumed 707 terawatt hour of electricity in 2020 alone. This is very serious problem. Some experts say that at this rate, if Bitcoin would be mined for next 30 years, it would result in about 2 degrees Celsius increase in temperature, in global temperature. Now let us find some alternatives to Bitcoin. Number 1 is Ethereum, which consumes only 0.5 kilowatt hour compared with 63 kilowatt hour of Bitcoin transaction. Next is Ripple, which consumes about 0.0079 kilowatt hour per transaction. That is far more less. Next can be Cardano, which consumes about 0.55 kilowatt hour per transaction. Doge consumes far more less. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe now.